All right, in this lesson, we're going to go through setting up your campaigns in your ad account. We're not going to get into the weeds of the actual ad copy and the images until the next lesson. So we're going to kind of glaze over that part of this. So when we're done, you're going to have an ad completely set up and ready to go, but we're going to pause out that campaign. We're going to learn more about what makes an effective ad as far as copy and imagery goes. And then you'll come back, and since you'll have an ad in a campaign ready to go, it's easy to just duplicate that and change out images and words. So as we go through this, don't get too caught up in the actual ad copy. We're going to focus on just the process of getting your campaign set up, which you really only need to do once. And then you can always add additional ads in the campaign and change your ad spend and tweak it to make it work for you. But this is going to be like a one-time setup thing, just like the last lesson was. So I want you to go to adsmanager.facebook.com or go to facebook.com/adsmanager, and that will take you to this page. Or if you're already in the audiences section from the end of the last lesson, you click on all tools and click on Ads Manager here, and that will all take you to this page. Now yours will be, I guess I'll show you quick how yours should look. Mine has campaigns in it, so yours would be empty like probably this one. It's another ad account I have. Yours will be like this, right? And so it says, get set up to run ads, right? Ready to add your first one. I'm going to go back to my account. All right, so we're going to create our first campaign, and we're going to create two different campaigns, a retargeting campaign and a cold traffic campaign. The first one we're going to create is a retargeting campaign, but we're going to create a new campaign. We're going to say leads, and we're going to click continue. Click down here to manual leads campaign, click continue. We're going to rename this retargeting. Retargeting leads. And then the date. I like to put the date that I created the campaign in here. And we're going to pick the housing as the special ads category. It's super important you do this. If you don't, Facebook is going to reject your ads and delete them. Like you're not going to have a good time. So just pick housing. We fit in that special ads category. And all that does, leave this off, leave A/B test on. Being in the housing special ads category, all it means is you're not going to be able to pinpoint your ads to a small geographic area because of the Fair Housing Act. All right. So conversion location is your website. Oh, here, the ad set. I like to give this the exact same name. Call it retargeting. In Facebook, you have campaign. Inside a campaign, you have ad sets. I like to just have one ad set per campaign, so I don't really put multiple ad sets in a campaign, but you could. And then there's ads, and I do normally have lots of ads inside the ad set. So put that in there like this. Conversion, location, website, maximize number of conversions. You're going to pick your pixel. Your conversion event is lead. That's what we set up in the last lesson. Cost per result, leave that blank. I like to turn on dynamic creative. Budget, $20 is good to start. I'll let you put this however you want. You're probably going to spend in the neighborhood of $50 a lead, 50 to 70-ish. If you have this too low, you're never going to get a lead. It'll take forever to get data to improve on. If you have it too high, you'll probably waste money. Locations. So we're going to, custom audiences. This is super important. So we want to put people. I have all these custom audiences. You probably just have the one that we just set up in the last lesson. People have visited your website. So pick that as custom audience. And other than that, all we're going to do is dial in location. So here it says locations, click edit, and versus search locations, type in the city that you invest in. And you're going to have to do a radius of at least 15 miles around that city, or this ad's going to get rejected because of the Fair Housing Act. right? You can go more, which I like to because that's about my area, 17 miles around Denver, but you can't go less than 15. The only way you can get a smaller area is if you happen to be on a coast, and half of your 15-mile radius is in the ocean and no one lives there. But other than that, you're stuck. You got to do 15-mile radius. It's a Fair Housing Act, and there's no way around it. So that's it for this section. Click Next, which will bring us into our ad. We're going to give the ad a name. You can use numbers, however you're going to best remember what this ad was about. I'm going to use test for this one, and then I'm going to put retarget. Oh, I'm sorry. Always start with retargeting, and then I'm going to put the name of my ad. You could use a numbering system, however you best are going to keep track of each ad, right? Ad 1, ad 2 you could do. I'm going to call it test. 01, 03, 25. So we got our name. Ignore that. We want to do a manual upload, single image, allow multi-advertiser ads. Let's go ahead and select our ad image. All right, so at this point, I want you to just open a new tab, right? And I want you to go to getsellerleads.ai. Right here, I was logged in, so I logged out. So if you go to getsellerleads.ai, it'll bring you to this page. If you don't have an account yet, go ahead and create one. You can use it a few times for free in the test mode. So you'll log in. I want you to click on Facebook Ad Creator. And we're going to say sell my Denver house fast. And click Generate. So it's going to think a little bit. Now, again, we're going to get way more into good ad copy and imagery in the next lesson. Here, we're just quick and dirty trying to get our campaigns created. So I'm going to show you in the quickest way possible how to get some ad copy and an image. So here, the AI come up with some text lines and which we'll come back to here in a sec. But here at the bottom is an image. Here, we'll click on this image. So here's a good ad image it came up with. Yours might be, sometimes if there's words on it, AI gets them a little messed up, and there's a really quick, easy way to fix that. And we'll go into that in the next lesson. But for now, we want to just get an image and get it into the ad. So we're going to click Save Image As, and we'll just save it to downloads. Sell my house fast Denver is fine. Click Save. And here I'm going to open the folder it's in. So here's the image I just downloaded. It's in a .webp form. We need to convert that to a JPEG. So if you're on a Mac, you just come here and click Convert Image. You could also use Canva to upload it and re-download it as a JPEG. I'm not exactly sure if there's a quick way to do it with a Windows or just like I just did or not. But here we got our JPEG. That's what we're after. So we're going to go back over to Facebook. We're going to click Upload. Here's our new JPEG. We're going to click Open. Select this image. Click Continue. So now we got our image. There should be an ad preview, and it's got a form over here. Yours is not going to do this. That's because I played around with some forms in the past. So here, I'm going to click None here. That should fix it. Turn on ad preview. Now as we put headlines and stuff in, it's going to show us a preview of our ad. So let's go back where I was before. Here I just uploaded the image and optimize primary text. So we'll go back to getsellerleads.ai, and we're just going to copy and paste the primary text in here. Now notice you can click add option and do more, right? And that's something that isn't a bad idea to do. And that's why in Get Seller Leads, it gives you 5 primary text headlines. So you could put in several, right? But for the sake of getting our campaign set up, we are not going to do that. We actually plan on pausing this ad out as soon as we get this started anyway. Think of this more like a placeholder and a quick and easy way to get ads added in after the fact. So there, we got our primary text, our headline, and our description. We have our image. We have to put in our website URL. Display link here. I like to leave it alone. You could put in www.denverprop. Like that, right? And then it shows up with the www. I don't think it matters that much, but you could leave it blank or do this. Leave this as none. Call to action. All right, sometimes it allows you to say get offer, and whenever it does, pick that. Other times it doesn't, like this right now, and I'm not sure why that is. Eventually you're going to get an ad where you can pick get offer, and then that's the ad you're going to always duplicate to work with. But for now, it looks like it's not going to let us get offer. So learn more is this next best offer, next best option. Let's see, is this get offer going to be an option? No. And it's just a Facebook thing, right? There's it changes a lot on you, and there's not much you can do. There is a way to get offer. Like, it's going to just be an option here on one of these ads, and then you'll duplicate that one and you'll delete out the one that didn't let you do it. But for now, just learn more. We're good there. Click publish. Sometimes it'll just work the first time, and sometimes it has an error. So no, it worked the first time. We're good. So there's multiple items published. One campaign, one ad, and one ad set, and one ad. We're all done. So that is wonderful. That's what we were after. Now we need to add our cold traffic campaign. So here, where's our new campaign? It's not showing up. Well, sometimes it glitches out like this too. Like maybe your campaign won't even be here, even though it says it's selected, but this new campaign, because it should start with the word test. With retargeting dash test. Well, here, we're going to add our next campaign, and through doing that, you're going to see it show up here. But anyway, so let's do again. We're going to do all the same thing. Here's our create, and it's leads. We're going to click continue. Manual lead setup, continue. Everything's exactly the same here, except for we're not going to target people that have been to our website. So campaign name, cold traffic. I'm putting the word test in. You don't need to do that. You'll probably put cold traffic, leads, and then the date. And pick your housing again. Again, we're just doing the exact same thing we just did all over again. Click next. Here, give it the same name. Website. Come down here, maximize number of conversions. There's your pixel. We want leads. Scroll down past this. Your budget, $20 a day is good. Actually, I misspoke earlier. On your retargeting, you're going to want a much lower budget, like probably $3 a day. So we'll go back and fix that here when we're done with this. But because your retargeting only shows to people that have been to your website, it's a much smaller audience. So we want a much smaller budget. But $20 is good for your cold traffic one. So I did misspeak earlier. Here's your audience. You're not going to pick the audience this time. Leave that blank because we don't want to narrow down to an audience. We're just only going to pick our city that we're investing in. And again, you have to do at least a 15-mile radius. Here, I'm going to increase to 17. There it is. Scroll down. We're not going to change any of this. Click next. Select your Facebook page there. Manual upload, single, add creative. So we're going to, oh, here, let's put it in our website here. I'm going to go back up and pick the image and put the text in, but I just wanted to scroll down here quick and see if this time on the button, well, it's not even giving us a spot to pick the button yet. Software is so freaking touchy. It always looks, it's always a little different, right? So it's going to be a little different on your side too. But here for add creative, image ad, and we're not going to use this. This is not good. This is like trying to pick stuff off your website. Go to media. We'll pick that image we just uploaded. Actually, here, click cancel. I think I missed something up here. There is create ad, manual upload, image, multi-ad, create. No, we're good here. So now all that's left is the text, primary text, and headline. It's crazy how much Facebook changes all this stuff. I mean, just from earlier today to just while I'm making this video, like how much it's a little different from just last. So now the call to action shows up now that we put our text and stuff in, and let's see if get offer is going to be an option this time. There it is. Now it is get offer, right? So I don't know what it is about like that, but this time get offer was an option, and that's what we want. It's super important that we get that as an option. So I'll show you how to take this cold traffic campaign, and we're gonna duplicate it, and so that way we'll have get offer as an ad in both of them, and then you can just duplicate the ad and change out the images and the text, but we'll always have get offer as an option. So I apologize for the confusing long video, but it had to really be this way because you're going to go through the same kind of fight to get the right button to show up in your ads when you're creating them. So I didn't dial this in, so I'm going to click edit here again on edit media and click next. Here I have original, this one 9x16, right column there. Click next and done. Okay, and I want to rename this. All right, now we're going to click publish. And it worked. So now I'm going to exit out of this. So here's what we just did, but here I'm going to exit out, and let's go to campaigns and see if the other one we set up is going to show up now. Here it is, retargeting, the one we just did. Now it shows up, and before it wasn't an option. So this campaign has an ad in it. So I'll show you how to navigate through this. So if I click on the X next to this one, and it says no ads, but there is an ad, just hasn't been approved yet. So I clicked on the retargeting one, the first one we did, and go back down to ads. See it's processing. Here's the ad here. And if I click edit, this one, if I go down to the button, it doesn't say get offer, right? It says learn more. And get offer is not an option, right? So what we're going to do, so we're going to head back over here to campaigns, and we're just going to delete this whole campaign. We don't want that campaign, this ad set in the campaign, and this ad. That all three of those we're going to delete them. So we're going to click delete. You won't be able to recover it. That's fine. Get rid of that crappy campaign. Now let's go to the second one we created. Here we go. And so I clicked on, when you click on that campaign, it opens the ad set tab, and we just have one ad set in each campaign. But I can click on there, and then this brings up the ad, and I want to click edit, which opens up here. Now that we're here, I'm going to click this action next to our campaign, and I'm going to click duplicate our cold traffic campaign. We're going to make a copy. No, we don't need that. With one copy, we're going to click duplicate. Right, so now here's the this one has the copy, so there's copy behind it, and we're going to rename this one retargeting. Right, and now we can come down to the ad set, and this one, we're going to rename this retargeting. And we want to come down and remove, so this one's retargeting, so we need to add the people who have been to our website as the audience, right? And leave everything else the same. Come down here to this retargeting. So it's just another way to get to the same. We have our two campaigns. One is one's retargeting because I added that to it, and one's not. But this time, since we duplicated it, we come down, call to action, get offer. Cool, it was on the list. It even changed it. It's just insane, right? But it at least was an option here, get offer. So maybe you're going to have to go through these steps a few times until you can get a campaign with an ad in it for retargeting that has our custom audience selected. Also here, another thing we want to change is the budget. So this one, the retargeting one, we're going to take our budget down to like $2 a day. It's way smaller audience. See, its audience definition is really small. If we go to our cold traffic, our audience definition is way broader. It's people all around Denver. So now that we're done making those changes, we're going to click publish. It's going to think a little bit. There we go. We exit it out, and on your computer, you'll have your retargeting one and your cold traffic one. I am going to go ahead and delete these both because I only created them for this video. But you'll still have those two, and you won't have the rest of them. Perfect. So we'll see in the next lesson where we get more into the actually creating good images and copy for our ads.